All right, folks. Doc Jones here. What are we looking at, y'all? February 13th, 2020. 2020 vision coming up this year. 2020 vision. Um, all right, now we're gonna get to. I want to get to something real quick. Mysterious radio signals from outer space. So we're gonna look at that. We're going to come back to that. Mysterious radio signals from outer space. All right, y'all. So much, we've got so much stuff already going on. Only 2 months into 2020, and so much prophecy, so much devastation, so much just crazy stuff going on in our nation and around the world. Uh, just madness, just crazy stuff, and we're just 2 months in. So it's like, you know, we're aching, we're quaking, our minds are aching because of the 5G and what's coming on. I mean, it's just flipping crazy, y'all. We got to really invest more into the truth, because it's just getting so crazy, y'all. What's right is wrong, what's wrong is right. But y'all, we've also got locusts. We've got a locust issue that's kind of been swept away a little bit because of all the other stuff that's been going on. But the UN is warning India and Pakistan of locusts. Now, we've already seen some locust issues in Egypt. Now we're seeing it more toward the Middle Eastern area out there. So India and Pakistan under a locust warning. That's crazy, y'all. Let's see. I'm gonna keep moving. I'm trying to not hold y'all too long tonight. Uh, but yeah, the peace plan. So we've got still, there's ongoing stuff about Trump's peace plan, the deal of the century. It is possible. We're looking at, if this deal is to be done this year, if they are to sign the deal of the century this year, we're looking at a possible September date on that. That is when the UN will have it's when their assembly will meet together, is in September. I'm not sure the exact day, but we could be looking, if things are, if Palestine can come together. Right now, it doesn't look like it, but the wheels are turning. And if it is possible, we could look at that now. On the Jewish calendar in September, it's Rosh Hashanah. You got Yom Kippur toward the end. Of course, you're right there at the first day of autumn on the 22nd. But yeah, so just a thing to look out for. So September, if the peace plan would be signed this year, we're looking at around that month this year, 2020. Also, over in Cairo, Egypt, it looks like Netanyahu is going to be getting together again with more of the Arab nations there, to talk more about the peace plan. For Hamas and Palestine, they are for a two-state agreement, and that is one of the agreements on the plan, is a two-state agreement, having Palestine their own state in the West Bank and Gaza. But yeah, y'all, so getting back to these mysterious radio signal bursts from outer space, there's a few other channels that are talking about this very quickly. Sorry about that, must have got a message, folks. But yeah, so this is it's called a FRB. It's a fast radio burst. This is the first time ever that we've had a FRB with a uniform pattern, and this pattern apparently is happening every 16 days, every about 16.35 days to be exact. And it looks like what's happening is there's an object. I'm just kind of read what I saw today on this. An object flashes 1 to 2 radio pulses every hour for 4 days, and then it goes silent for about 12 days before repeating the sequence again. And it says here, again, I'm talking about this. This is a mysterious burst of radio signals from outer space. It's kind of interesting stuff, y'all. So again, talking about this, it says the first 28 cycles of this pattern were witnessed between September 2018 and October 2019 using the Canadian Hydrogen Intensity Mapping Experiment Radio Telescope. So, the location of this telescope is over in British Columbia, and the researchers there track the location of this burst to a spiral galaxy 500 million light years away from Earth. But it's still the closest FRB detected to date. They just put that right at the end of what I was reading there about these radio signals from outer space, y'all. It's really interesting stuff. Again, fallen angels, Nephilim. There's a lot of stuff we could go into about kind of stuff like that, y'all. But Anunnaki. But we'll if I hear any more stuff about this, I'll let y'all know. But yeah, so okay, so y'all, this morning I woke up to news of a 6.9 earthquake in Russia. It was a 7.0 downgraded to a 6.9. That was in Russia, but it's over there in that area near Alaska where they two kind of connect out there in the ocean. It was very deep, so it looks like everything is okay with that, but a 6.9. We are about to get some solar wind as well, y'all. Some solar wind from the sun. And this is from there was a CE blast, a coronal mass ejection blast back on the 11th that hit Mercury. Now, I'm not sure if some of this is headed our way. I'm not sure exactly, but we are getting solar wind that's coming on the 15th and 16th of this month coming up, which will be this Saturday and Sunday. So just be careful. Of course, there's the aurora effect, and you can check that out and stuff. That increases, but be careful on the more extensive quaking, the more earthquakes, higher volume quakes. We have more volcanic activity going on. So this 6.9 earthquake in Russia this morning was felt all the way down to Japan, apparently, from what I've heard. And y'all, also, I just noticed this today, just today, we've had 7 5.0 earthquakes or greater just today around the world that I have counted. At least 7 that were 5.0 or greater in magnitude, talking about the earthquakes just today. So yeah, a lot of stuff going on. I'm going to try to bring you some more stuff like I mentioned in my last video. We're going to get into the Pope's agenda, what's going on with him. We're going to talk about Resolution 2334. I'm going to dig into more about the peace plan. We're going to talk about the upcoming solar eclipse in 2024, and maybe kind of some things that are going to happen and maybe take place and what that meaning is that's coming up. So yeah, so radio signals from outer space. Yeah, I mean, it's just very, very interesting. We've got all this technology now where we can detect and see and hear, but all I know is the universe is all they declare his glory. So the universe, there's it's so expansive. There's so much to it. There's so much out there. It's so interesting. So everybody just hold tight. I'll come back at you with some more news. So, yeah. radio signals. Hold on, folks. Hold on.